Guys, hi, how are we doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. This is just a very quick message from me to say that this episode, episode 3 of the ShakeTastic Podcast, is, I attempt to be a little bit more serious. Hard, I know, but it is about franchising. But there's just a point I wanted to make, and that is, this was filmed days before the madness that we now know as being more of normality kicked in, when Corona was just a beer. So just bear that in mind. Our mindsets might be slightly different to how they were, but it shouldn't affect anything. There's some golden nuggets in there for you to pull out if you're looking at starting something new. You've been on lockdown now for a while. Maybe you've had some clarity, some thoughts, some ideas, and you want to start a new business, a new venture. Maybe franchising's for you. Are you the right kind of person to be a franchisee? And if you are and you want one, maybe ShakeTastic's a great option for you. Either way, enjoy it. We enjoyed filming it. As I said, some great pieces of information to take out. We have a bit of fun along the way as well. So enjoy it and thank you. And before I go, just one last thing. Please hit subscribe and click the thumbs up, even if you haven't watched it yet, because it means a lot to us. Thanks. See you soon. Guys, hi, and welcome back to In Chat with ShakeTastic. Today we are going to be ever so slightly more serious. It's going to require some effort, especially on my behalf. But today's talk is about franchising. And I have with me in the studio today, Ricky.
Hi.
Who is our most recent franchisee. Just to give you a little bit of a background very quickly, the first franchise opened in Qatar. There's several out there now, and then we followed with Saudi Arabia, and we have a franchise in the UK that opened a couple of years ago in Enfield, and Ricky was most recent, and I believe it was last September.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, so Ricky, why don't you tell us where your store is, first of all, and the first thing that comes into your mind as to why you wanted to do this.
Okay, cool. The store's in Hemel Hempstead, Old Town. It's situated right at the beginning of the Old Town as well. The reason why I wanted to do this was I always wanted to get into a franchise from early on. I knew I wanted to become my own.
Forgive me if I do this. I tend to do it a lot, and that's interrupt. The reason I'm interrupting is because it's for the sake of the viewers.
Yeah.
I want to try and pull out some nuggets for them that might be of benefit. And you just mentioned something that I think is interesting. Mm-hmm. You always wanted to have a franchise, right? Yeah. Why did you not want to have your own business?
Right. The reason why is just in terms of the business aspect of it is that I had a lack of experience. So I felt that going into a franchise would benefit me in learning from someone like yourself, which I have been doing, and getting me in the right steps and in the right process of, how to, in terms of like the talking side and the selling points, I can do that. But in terms of the business aspect,
you're a bit of a salesman, do you?
Yeah, I like to think I am. Yeah.
Sell me that phone.
Sell you the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How am I going to do this? You should have said pen, not phone.
Yeah, but that's too easy. All right, wait.
Cool.
Wait. That's too. I can't have my phone back. So it's done deal, all right? Sell me the yo-yo.
Sell you the yo-yo? Okay, cool. Oh, you put me on a point. You put me under pressure here, right? Okay, cool.
Well, what's the best point about that yo-yo?
Best point about the yo-yo is that it's got the ShakeTastic logo on it. It's got the red on it.
I want it. Sold. All right, go on.
Right.
Where were we?
No, serious.
Yeah.
On all serious. So I wanted to get into a franchise where I could learn the business aspect of it, but also have fun at the same time. Now, ShakeTastic come around. I looked at several different places that I could do, things I could do that wasn't necessarily to do with milkshakes or smoothies or whatever.
Was it food?
It was food places, some of them. Some of them were even courier places.
What places?
Courier. So courier driving. But having
courier?
Yeah, courier, sorry.
When you said courier.
Yeah, sorry, courier.
Right.
Yeah, so I was looking at all different types of franchises, but yeah, ShakeTastic come across, from early, I'm 27 now, from early, since about the age of 16, I've been going to ShakeTastic in Radlett. So
that makes me really happy.
Yeah, and we were like obsessed with it. As kids, we were obsessed with it. We were obsessed with going down there on a Friday night or whether it was a Sunday after football. We just loved going there. And the thing that I liked about it was when we were there, it had that fun, vibrant, the staff members wasn't so serious, as in like, "Hi sir, how are you doing?"
Bit like this podcast.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's a podcast, but it's not as serious.
Yeah,
but...
exactly. But it was like, "Hey, how you doing? Yo, where you from? Hemel. Oh, wicked. We have so many people coming from Hemel." And the conversation just flowed, and yeah, the environment was great. And as I was growing up, like I say, wanting to do a franchise, it was like, do you know what? What job could I do that I would just love to do every day and be able to be myself? And it just happened to be that ShakeTastic was one of the ones that I chased, and obviously we emailed you several times.
Sure.
So...
I mean, look, this is the weird thing, right? Obviously, I do know that, right?
Yeah.
And I know why we're here and everything.
Yeah.
But there are people that are going to be listening and watching that have no idea. So shall we start at the beginning?
Yeah.
What did you do first?
First, I went to university.
I meant with regards to the French.
I thought you meant me. Like,
no, that's cool. That's fair enough. That's my bad. I meant like, okay, somebody's watching and listening to this now, and they're already thinking, oh my God, I live in Timbuktu, and I need a ShakeTastic there.
Right.
What do I do? So why don't you tell everyone what you did?
Okay, cool. Well, first of all, we approached yourself. We got in contact with you. As soon as we got in contact with you, we put our ideas across.
How did you do that?
Via email, I believe it was. Oh no, actually, I actually called you off the back. Called your head office, and off the back, gave you a call, and kind of was trying to entice you into why we needed it.
I'm remembering that phone call now, the first phone call, and you sold yourself. Damn sight better than you did the phone or the yo-yo.
Yeah. So it was like, I was trying to tell you as much as I could why you needed ShakeTastic in Hemel, wasn't I? And
true.
It was
actually, you know what? That's a really important point. That is true, because there's two things that we look for. One of them has to be the area, okay, because we're not going to go into business, and we don't want someone else going into a business, into an area that we feel won't be successful.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
So the area is important, but arguably even maybe more important is the person behind that. So we look for the right people. We could have more franchises open now if we had just said yes to everybody that wanted one. But to save time, me talking, because I want people to hear more from you, guys, jump on to the dedicated website, ShakeTasticFranchising.com. Can we chuck a link into that? It will be in the link below, ShakeTasticFranchising.com, and on there actually is quite a long list of things that we feel will make a good franchisee for ShakeTastic. So read those, and if you're ticking all those boxes, it's a good start. So I remember the call. You sold yourself. I thought straight away, this guy's definitely keen. He's hungry. I don't mean like literally for lunch. I mean, he wants to go and make some money. I felt the passion for the brand, and that made it quite easy to get along with you. And I think it's pretty fair to say we've got on very well from the beginning. I think we only had an argument once, right? And we ended it because
it's pretty...
you were right.
Well, oh, really?
No, I was.
I was going to say.
Okay, so we had the conversation. Area important, person important. You tick those boxes. Then what happened?
Then it was just a case of, letting it naturally happen. Like you say, working together, finding out, what it is that we need to do.
Did you find it difficult?
At the beginning, yeah. I have to admit, at the beginning, it
What
was a little
was
bit
difficult.
I think it was due to the fact of when we opened, because we were opening at the back end of the summer.
We haven't got to that stage. I'm saying right at the beginning, we had a meeting. You came to our office, we sat down, we had an initial chat, right?
Yeah.
Do you think from that point to getting it open, it was difficult, or it was quite...
No. That side of things, no. It wasn't difficult at all.
Okay.
I think because we were on, like you say, because we had a great understanding, it was fairly straightforward with the process of getting set up, having the idea in our heads of why we wanted that area and relaying that to you and you being on board with the reason why we wanted it in that area.
So it was at that point behind the scenes we started to do our homework massively because we thought this guy's good, the area seems to be good, and then we really started to number crunch, do our research, where are the local amenities and what else is in the area, etc., parks, schools, what have you. And then we thought, okay, this is good. And then we have to find an actual premises, right?
Yeah.
Now, what was good this time around was it was pretty straightforward, right? You had one in mind, didn't you?
Yeah, I just...
Is it, can I ask you,
Yeah.
is it because it was painted red?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Because it was, right?
Yeah, it was painted.
It was convenient.
The shop was already
it was
red.
convenient, yeah.
To be honest, that's probably why I could picture it, because it was red. But
Yeah.
I was looking outside the shop, like I can just see it, ShakeTastic being here and working.
But let's be honest, it's a small shop.
Yeah.
But there are some pros to that, right?
Right, 100%.
You get some people in and you're busy.
Yeah,
and you're
100%.
getting queues, and that it excites
Yeah.
people, and it's more, and
100%.
busyness brings busyness, right?
100%, yeah.
Okay, so let's just talk a little bit for the people listening that are thinking about getting a franchise for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I can sort of turn away if you want to say anything really good or bad about me. But how would you kind of summarize the process from meeting and saying, right, let's do this? Because there's just formalities, right? You've got to pay a deposit. We need to instruct lawyers.
Yeah.
How would you sort of describe it?
Well, when it comes to the ShakeTastic side of things, it was kind of straightforward. When it comes to the solicitor side of things, that's what held us up, was the solicitor side of things. But we got through and we got on with it. And it was, like I say, it was from the process of, yeah, this is the deposit and this is how we're going to do the structure and this is where you're going to be. And I like the idea of where you are, or maybe I don't like this. Or it was just fairly straightforward, as straightforward as it could possibly have gone, right?
Great, that's good to know.
It was
it's good to hear, I should say.
Yeah, well, it was just so straightforward. We both knew where
would it be fair to say that ShakeTastic, I don't just mean me personally, because there are other people involved, right? Would it be fair to say that we did most of the hard work for you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say that in terms of like the business sheets and cleaning sheets and posters.
I mean, you had no idea of that before, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I had no idea. I've never done a business sheet in my life. And then I got shown by your lovely head, how can we call her?
You better be careful what you say there.
Area manager, shall we call her? But
Lovely
Anna.
head
Well,
what?
no. Look, we had Anna. Let's say we had Anna.
Oh,
Right?
I thought you meant someone else.
We
Yeah,
had
I know
Anna by
yeah.
her. We had Anna by her side, and you know, step by step, she showed us exactly what we need to do to the T.
So you got training?
Yeah, and the training was quicker than what we imagined it would be, but because it was so easy for us to understand what was needed.
You'd been customers for so long.
Exactly.
And it was relatively easy to pick up?
Not just because of the customers, but I feel like because of the training that was provided.
It was,
so
be fair to say it's good. I mean, I'm teasing these words out at you,
but
we were brilliant, right?
Yeah, well,
right.
the training was so simple, and it was like something that I should have taken longer to pick up was so quick because of how good the training was. And that's why I feel like it made it such a smooth transition to actually get in and have the confidence to be like.
So there's a few hiccups. Yeah, there's always going to be, like, solicitors take a bit longer than you hope. We had these discussions. I pre-warned you.
Exactly.
I also pre-warned you about builders.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
We look back now and he wasn't that bad, right?
No.
At the time, he's the worst builder in the world.
Yeah, because you just want to get in and get going.
Because he turned up at 9:30 instead of 9. Right, no, look, listen, there are always going to be a few hiccups, but generally speaking, it was pretty plain sailing, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And the training was good and it was quite fun, and we did training in our stores. You came down. I actually remember we worked with you on the till and stuff. So is there anything that you would have maybe done differently or surprised you in the process?
No, not necessarily. No.
Okay.
The only thing I can say is I wish I'd gone for a bigger shop. That's the only thing I can say. The only reason why it keeps me there is
with higher rent.
That and the area that we're like situated in, because it's got the old town. I'll go into that in a bit. But because where we are, that was the best. But I feel like I could have gone for a bigger shop because of how popular we've become in the area. I feel like we're.
Well, remember our first shop in Mill Hill was smaller than your store.
Yeah, okay.
And after, I think it was 6 years, we took the shop next door and made it bigger.
Made it bigger, yeah.
There are possibilities. So, would you consider opening another ShakeTastic franchise?
100%.
Oh, wow, that's good to hear.
100%.
Where, just out of interest, where would you keep it more local? Would you go a bit?
I would go a little bit further out.
Okay.
We've got an area next to us, I don't know if you're aware of, called Hempstead.
I'm not massively familiar, but yeah.
I feel like that's a bit too close. But next to Hempstead, you got Leighton Buzzard. And I feel like if
I tell you what I feel like.
If I was to do that,
this is a moment, right, where the guys watching and listening, I want them to get involved.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
exactly.
Where would you like to see the next ShakeTastic open? Mm-hmm. And then maybe if there's loads of requests for a particular area, we can look at that area, right?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
So you'd consider another one?
Yeah, I would. I
cool.
mean, I've already been thinking about it already.
Really?
I know it sounds so soon, but I already have been thinking
funnily
about
enough,
it.
I've actually just bought contracts with.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so where what's next for Hemel? Is there any? Because I think you mentioned you might be looking to do a special limited shake just for Hemel.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Come up with the idea of having our own unique shake that we can give to the customers. And
but do you know what's in it yet?
Not just yet. We had.
Do you want to ask anyone?
Well, yeah. If anyone's got any recommendations or any ideas, feel free to drop them.
My daughter really wants you to put pure Nutella on the menu.
Pure Nutella
from a spoon, just eating it like that.
Into a shake, but like she doubled as if it's 2 measures of Nutella. That.
No problem.
Okay.
We can do that.
She wants it on the menu. She's not happy just ordering it. She wants to go in and say,
Oh.
"Can I have a Katie shake?"
Okay, all right. Well, we'll dwell on that one for a little bit. We'll come back to you. Yeah. Okay. So Hemel Hempstead needs a milkshake that's specific and special just to Hemel, right?
I feel that.
So people from Hemel get involved.
Yeah.
Get involved. Tell Ricky what you would like in that milkshake. I think ideally want a couple of flavours and a topping.
Yeah, 100%.
Bit of sauce or whatever. Okay,
Yeah.
let us know down below. Sounds weird. Okay, and apparently I believe we are going to be planning some form of launch event coming up. Not launch, but like because we opened in September, we never really did, and we didn't really need to do a huge launch event because the day we opened, it was kind of like
it was mad. Yeah,
it was, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah, it was mad.
You've been busy from day one.
Yeah,
Then the first few months, I don't think you could quite believe it.
No, I
And I
couldn't.
remember saying to you about like working the shifts and hours, you know how tired and and you were like, yeah, whatever. You don't know me. And after a couple of weeks, you're like, dude, I'm dead, man. But to be fair, to put it in, I mean, I know this is a very serious subject about franchising, and there are people that will be listening into this because they want to take a franchise of a business. But I think in ShakeTastic terms, I would put it as you smashed it. Like from day one, man. The queues, the response. I mean, I know queues doesn't sound like a great thing to people that want to go there, but when you're really popular and everybody is wanting it, it's what happens. But the whole vibe, because even when people were there, they were there to get their drinks, but they were having fun in the meantime, whether it's a little bit of social media here and there or just, you got an arcade, right?
Yeah,
and
arcade machine.
It's better than the ones that we have because you branded it up. It's like even better.
Yeah.
How many games on it?
1,300 games on there.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, me see, I got 1,301 on mine. So, and does it have Street Fighter?
100%. It's got
you.
6 different Street Fighters on there, so whichever one you want to go, man, let's go.
Who do you play as in Street Fighter?
Ryu.
Ryu,
Yeah.
and I'm Ken.
Yeah,
So that's it.
well,
Match
there you
made in
go.
heaven. You know why Ken, right?
Why?
Because he wears red.
Well, there you
Even
go.
at that age, I knew.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got and it's free to play.
Yeah, 100% free to
So
play.
worst case scenario, guys, if you're in Hemel Hempstead, you can go and play Street Fighter for free.
Exactly.
But it was busy, it was good, it was fun. The vibe was there, and I think you kind of went in on the deep end. Like you were thinking, I need to open in the summer.
Yeah.
And although it was September, you were worried it started to quieten down. But I think that was safe to say that it hadn't. And it's okay. We're in a quieter time of year, but now we're gearing up for the summer, which is why we never really did a launch event.
Yeah.
So we're going to do one, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%.
And we're probably going to be doing it around May sort of time. So just before we kind of sign off and stuff, I know that most people out there will know all of our, social medias and where to find out. But actually, you've got a couple specific for Hemel, which I'm sure you're going to make everyone aware of the launch on, right?
Yeah.
Tell us what they are.
So we're on Instagram, which is at ShakeTastic Hemel, and we are also have our own website, which is ShakeTasticHemel.co.uk. All the local stuff. We tend to put up a lot of stuff that to do with the local area, to do with Hemel specifically, and there's also information on there for them to direct them towards your website and your Instagram and stuff like that as well. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on our website and on our Instagram for people to check out. Yeah.
Okay. Ricky, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
I
man.
don't just mean this podcast right now. I mean in general. Since meeting you, going through the process, the training, the opening of the store, everything. It's been a pleasure. I'm really pleased that it's gone well and is going well.
Yeah.
And I know what's ahead. You may not be quite aware, but you're going to have some crazy months coming up. It's going to be really busy.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear from people about the Hemel Shake so we can get that on there. Stay tuned for the launch event as well. And I have a feeling we'll do this again. And next time it will be about your second franchise.
100%.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool, man. I'd like to say as well, we appreciate what you've done for us.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate where we are at now.
Okay.
And like I say, without you, without Anna, I don't think we would be where we are now. So
thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We're very happy and great. I'm especially myself very grateful for the position that I'm in. And
Good. I'm pleased. Thank you.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
No
So
worries.
guys, that was Ricky. If you are interested in taking a franchise and you have an area in mind, then please do get in contact, ShakeTastic.com. There's a whole section on franchising. There's a brochure. It answers loads of questions, initial questions you're going to have. And there's a lot of information you can find out. There's also an application form. Fill that in, send it through. We'll be in touch with you. And you could be the next ShakeTastic franchise. Thank you and good night.